Hello and welcome to the Hotkeys Pop. Hello and welcome to the Hotkeys podcast, show of pop culture and everything random in the world. I'm your host today, Wil Dobrtaz, and I'm joined by
Mick,
Landon Browning,
and David Parker.
Today is Saturday, August 6th. Welcome, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Will.
Well, I wanted to wish Landon, longtime member of the show, happy birthday or happy late birthday.
He turned
recently,
47 on the first.
Yeah.
on the inside, yes.
But he only looks 43.
Stop. Please stop.
And he only acts like he's 62.
Get off my lawn.
So, how was your birthday this year, Landon?
It was good. The weekend, Megan and I celebrated most of the weekend together, and then my parents came over for a little bit on Sunday, and then my actual birthday was Monday, and I didn't do anything because I just worked and made a steak dinner for myself that I butchered. So,
are you kind of sad you didn't do anything on Monday, or are you kind of perfectly content?
oh no, I was fine. I was fine doing it on the weekend.
Sometimes those I feel like are the best birthdays, where you kind of just do nothing for that day, and you have your celebrations earlier. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I always like those birthdays where it was more casual, as long as you accompanied it with something that is more celebratory a couple days before.
Yeah. So I figured I was going to be busy Monday with work. My parents are busy, and then Megan was busy Monday too. So I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, we just lost Landon.
Birthday talk just gets him worked up.
All teary-eyed, he's going to go throw up, so because he's so sad. But
it seems like every year it's going to be good, and then it rolls around, and I try to not be disappointed, but you can only prepare so much.
I feel like birthdays as you've gotten older have lost their luster,
Oh, of course, yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's only natural because you're inching closer to death. But
yeah, birthdays don't remind you of like good things; they just remind you of bad things, right?
When you no longer get presents, it's kind of like, oh, all right. But I still haven't reached that. My parents have been very nice to me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you expect that there's a time where like you'll get to a birthday and no one will buy you anything for your birthday? Even like take you out to a meal or something? I
think if I make it I think it would just depend on if I moved to another city by myself and I had nobody that I was living with. If I was like purely independent, that would probably be the case one day.
Mick could send you a care package.
Yeah, throw in like the grenade from the sky and it drops down, like in Call of Duty.
Chocolates and a T-shirt.
Yeah,
I would do it.
I'd be down. Yeah, you can get me a Mr. Beast T-shirt,
yeah,
like you have on right now.
Thanks for
calling you out.
Thanks for promoting him. He needs the.
He really more love. Like he's such a low. He doesn't get a lot of attention on his videos, and I really think he's underrated. So
yeah, he deserves way more.
Way more.
Yeah, we had people boost us up when we were still, small. So we'll help a little guy out.
Now it's our turn to return the favor.
We're giving back.
Mr. Beast, you're welcome if you're listening to this.
Yeah. I actually got a good gift this year from my dad.
Oh, really?
A really good. He bought me a pair of Bose noise canceling headphones for work, which are really nice because I work in a lot of loud areas. So
one of the best presents I've ever gotten are like the headphones that I'm wearing right now. Actually, yeah, they've lasted 8-9 years.
Taking good care of them.
Yeah.
I too like mine. I bought them. I think it was like 10 years ago, and they are extremely reliable, and I don't know. I like them.
Yeah, and then I got a gift card to the Downriver Golf Course from Megan, and a really sweet card from her. So
what did the card say?
No, I'm not gonna say what it said.
What's wrong?
It's just really sweet. It was a really sweet card that I'm not gonna read on air because it was personal.
Hello, my sugar plum.
Very.
Man, that's what I call Landon.
She asked me about the golf course thing.
Yeah, she mentioned that she had asked.
I was like, yeah, Landon would like that.
Yeah.
So I want credit. At least partial.
You can get some partial credit.
You should have tried to sign the card.
I have my own card for Landon that we probably shouldn't repeat either.
Yeah, read yours on the air, Mick.
It's saucy.
It's personal.
Saucy and personal are interchangeable in my mind.
I don't know.
I'm going to write this saucy letter. It's a personal. I'm trying to think of. I'm trying to think of other words you could other sentences you could interchange those words.
I have a saucy problem.
Yeah. I'm going to take a saucy day.
Yeah, it's a saucy matter.
We're all just trying to think of that.
Well,
yeah.
So it was a great birthday.
Nice.
Halfway done with my life. So,
What?
Congratulations.
What?
How old are you?
25.
Wow. Halfway done with 20s.
Yeah.
You're so young.
I feel old.
Yeah. We're all barreling towards death, but that's okay, you know?
I don't feel young anymore. It's like stopped. I stopped feeling young.
When did you stop feeling young? Was that like 17 or 16?
It was probably like, I don't know, 21 or 22.
I would say the same thing like a year or two ago. Stop feeling young. It's kind of like, oh, finally accepting that I'm 23 for context. Finally accepting that it's I'm moving into the adult part of my life. I can't be a young kid. Can't be,
You can still.
I have more responsibilities.
You can still feel young though at heart.
No.
The weight of adulthood is crushing.
Yeah. The responsibilities, the existential dread. It's all there.
The stress.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, this is depressing.
It's okay.
That's part of
Welcome
life.
to the
It's life.
Keys
Life's
podcast.
depressing. No, but I'm seriously, like, on a serious note, I'm glad that I still feel young in some regards, just not officially.
Here, I'm going to pop my back. I feel. Oh.
I heard that.
Yeah.
But speaking of your birthday, on your birthday, I was in Canada. And
You always leave your birthday.
I am always gone for Landon's birthday. It's because Landon's birthday usually falls on like the first weekend of August. Usually,
Yeah,
and it's somewhere around there.
It's August 1st, so it's always gonna be around.
And my family always goes to Canada that weekend. But same thing happened this year, right? First year back from the hiatus because of COVID, and we actually got stuck in Canada on that day, on Landon's birthday, for 2 hours.
It was Landon's birthday miracle.
I went there and saved them.
It was only for 2 hours, right? So stuck is
I don't know if that's
car
called
breaks down.
Stuck.
No.
Yeah.
No. It's car broke down in the middle of nowhere with no service. That's stuck.
Who panicked the most?
Me. We know it was Will, right?
I panicked the least.
Wait,
Who
really?
panicked the most?
One of my family members.
Which one?
Your sister.
My sister.
Come on.
Yes, my sister was panicking the most. And then
You have 6 sisters, by the way.
my brother-in-law and myself are kind of calm. So
Was it just the four
just
of you
did
that
it.
were broke down?
it was the three of us that broke
you
down.
count?
So yeah.
I thought there was more people in the car.
Well, there was eventually. So what happened?
when
You
they-
picked up a hitchhiker?
No. So what happened was we drove up with 2 separate cars, right? Because we needed to go up to Canada at different times because my mother, my aunt, and my uncle also went, but they got Thursday off of work as well. Me, my sister, and my brother-in-law did not get Thursday off of work. So
Dang.
we went up Friday, and my other family members went up Thursday. So when we get up there, everything goes fine. The trip goes perfectly well until the end of the trip, where we're slightly behind. We're about 5 minutes behind the other car, and we go to pass an RV that is going pretty slow. And my brother-in-law kind of floors it to try to get around him in time because the pass lane was the pass section of the road was ending, and the gas pedal brakes. And what I mean by the gas pedal brakes is usually when you push the gas pedal, right? It's in an up position, and you can push it down, and the car would go, right?
We'll explain.
Generally,
Are you explaining a gas pedal to us?
I'm
Wait,
sorry,
what does
let
the
me
brake?
explain.
What does the brake pedal do?
So when the brake, okay, all right. So that's how usually. So what
Can you
happened?
explain the windshield to me, please?
You know what? Funny story.
I
The
need to
wind,
know.
not the windshield, but the window also broke. But that's completely unrelated. So this car is not doing well. Earlier that day, the wind, like when my sister closed the door, the window fell through the car door. We have no window on one side of the car. It's on the passenger side. And so it's like, okay, whatever.
So you
not that
tried
big
to
of a
pick up a
deal.
hitchhiker, but the hitchhiker said, "Nah, I'm good. I'll wait for the next car."
No, okay. No hitchhiker was ever involved. So we go. Okay, we're driving. We try to pass this vehicle. The gas pedal brakes in a way that it's usually in an up position that you can push down. It's suddenly floppy, right? So
Nothing worse than a floppy gas pedal.
yes.
Sounds like a Saucy problem.
Yeah, it is definitely a Saucy problem. It needed some, help to get back up. So, so anyway, the gas pedal goes limp. All right, and you cannot push the gas pedal anymore to go. So the car literally cannot move. So we pull over to the side of the road. We have little to no service. The service is very spotty. It goes in and out. And the car is ahead of us, which means they're not going to see us as they pass by. So we thought for a good 5-10 minutes that we were like genuinely screwed, where we would have to walk. And we're in the middle of two towns, like 20 minutes. Like, I would say 10 to 15 minutes of driving, 45 to an hour of walking, because you're going around 60, 70 kilometers per hour.
It's like a foreign country. You don't know if people speak your language, like you don't know what's going to happen. I mean,
yeah, exactly. When you're outside of the United States, it's anything goes.
Yeah, it's scary,
Yeah. So, so we thought we were screwed, but fortunately, my mother took her plane off airplane mode. Or not, sorry. My mother took her phone.
You had a plane the whole time and you guys are driving?
If you have a plane,
took her phone off airplane mode.
It should always be on airplane mode. If you turn your plane off airplane mode, I feel like horrible things are about to happen.
What is the
wing is retracted.
What other mode does do airplanes have besides airplane mode?
Well, if the wing's going, it's like submarine mode. So
yeah, just a flying tube in the air.
Is it like the Men in Black car that has like it flies and it also drives?
Yep.
Or I'm thinking like the Larry Boy mobile.
Oh, the Larry mobile. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Top 5 cars.
Like, children love the Batmobile. Men love like the Larry mobile.
Yeah. So what did you have the car fixed there, or did you guys just abandon the car?
So both. Yeah, shocking twist. So we've got a hold of them. They turned back around. We're debating on what to do. So the other car could fit 6 people, right? And there were 6 of us, so we were able to fit 6 people in the car. The problem was that there was a lot of luggage, right, for 6 people, because we had coolers, we had softball equipment, because we were up there for a softball tournament.
You had all that stuff you were smuggling across the border.
Yes, exactly. All the drugs, the cocaine, the heroin.
I was talking about Kinder eggs. I didn't know you were
Kinder eggs and maple syrup.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. So,
smuggling national health care.
Kinder eggs actually are banned in the U.S., unfortunately.
That's not unfortunate.
What do you mean it's not?
It is unfortunate.
Kinder eggs are great.
Do you remember in Australia,
you're an awful person,
Mick, those chocolates that had the toys inside and how much
those
fun
were
they
real
were?
Deal.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically what the Kinder eggs are.
Yeah, but they're the Australian version.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right.
Better down
anyway,
under.
So we had to ditch a lot of our luggage into this abandoned car, right? And the tow wouldn't be there for a couple more hours. We got a hold of a tow to tow it to some town of 2,500 people. But the tow wouldn't be there for a while. And so we have to ditch most of our clothes and our non-essential stuff into the car.
Did you grab your Switch?
Yeah, my car. Sorry, not my car. My Switch was on me at all times.
Good.
Right. So was the books I brought and my phone charger, just kind of the travel essentials and my water bottle.
Yeah, Will didn't even know this whole thing happened until after they got back to. He's on a Switch.
Yeah, I was on a Switch the entire time. It was crazy.
He was like, wait a minute, where's my extra basketball shorts? Where are they?
Yeah. When I found out that I had no clothes, I was very surprised. No. So anyway, the problem with ditching everything in the car is that earlier that day, the window was broken, so we couldn't lock the car.
Which car is this?
This was a Ford Escape car, 2006.
Right? Okay.
This is my sister's car.
Classic car.
Classic.
And unfortunately, we had to ditch the car for 2 hours at least, maybe 3 or 4, by the roadside in the middle of nowhere, and all cram into the 6-person. It was not very comfortable, and we just had to drive back to the States. So we came up with 2 cars and left 1 car, and that's how I was stranded in Canada for 2 hours.
Have you gotten the other car back yet?
Yeah, we've gotten back. So I think it was Thursday. My mom and my dad drove up together and then picked up the car and came back. So
okay.
Yep. So they got back for us. It's home safe and sound. But I honestly, so that first initial time where the car broke down, we had no service, and we tried to contact my parents my parent and my uncle and aunt. we couldn't get a hold of him at first, and I genuinely thought we were going to be stuck in Canada for at least like a day.
That would have been like a cooler story, though. Like imagine
it would have, yeah.
Do you remember the name of the town that the car got serviced at, or where, or like
man, I don't even remember.
Close to where it was.
So it was north of Castlegar. So Castlegar is a couple hours from the border. I think it's like an hour and a half, and it was about 45 minutes north of Castlegar.
Oh, okay. Was it Slocan? So, or
Oh yeah, it was Slocan. It was Slocan.
Oh, it's called Slocan.
Yeah, it's called Slocan, and Nakusp is where we stayed.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it was Slocan. Yeah,
well, at least it wasn't like a horribly like long drive for your parents, because I was like, man, like how far did they go?
Yeah, no, it wasn't that far. It was like 5 hours.
Did they get the window fixed too?
Unknown. But yeah, I thought one of the possibilities was me staying in Canada for a couple days while the car got fixed.
Yeah,
so,
driving it back.
And then driving it back. And I kind of wanted that to happen.
That would have been kind of cool.
That would have been really cool. Like Will's there for a couple days, you know, like he meets a girl, he finds a guy who just like someone just like stormed out of their job and quit, and like so he's desperate. It's like Will gets this job, he's like, man, I really like this place, and don't you have like partial citizenship or something?
I do, yeah. I have dual citizenship.
So you can
not active.
Yeah, Will's in a small town that's like under like trouble's coming.
I don't know. This is starting to sound like
this is how I rule a town of 2,000 people. This is how I rise to the top in the political world, in the political landscape of Canada, of British Columbia.
I was thinking more the hero of the small town, like you're the newcomer.
Right, I'm talking about like the 2,000 people. Like,
yeah, I mean, like we're just waiting for Will to come back, but he's like, no, I'm sorry, I met a local, and you know, I got a job at the candle shop on Main Street, and you know, it's just such a quaint little place, and you know, like me and Brandy, like we're gonna make it work and
make it work, you know. Despite her, you know, not speaking my language.
Three kids later, like $1,000 of debt.
Canadian, but it's $1,000 Canadian dollars in debt. So that's like what, 25 cents or whatever in US dollar.
I think it's 750. It's like 3/4 conversion.
Is it?
Yeah, something like that.
It's so pretty up there though, like all the mountains and stuff.
So the area we live in the Hotkeys podcast, or most of us live in, is the Pacific Northwest. Beautiful area, but British Columbia it's still considered the Pacific Northwest, but the northern part of the Pacific Northwest is like the rest of the PNW on steroids. It's so beautiful up there. There are mountains everywhere. Like the town I was staying at, you looked in every direction. There was a mountain covered with trees, and even in the distance, there was like snow-covered mountains. It was beautiful. It was British Columbia is easily the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
It is very pretty. Like it's a lot like the like some of the Cascades. Like when you get really like close to some of the like the bigger mountains, except it really is on steroids. Like in BC, so it's crazy.
Is it prettier than my backyard?
Just a little bit, just slightly.
Backyard is full of just chopped up trees and dead weeds. It's close. Okay, it's close.
What we should do, we should do like a Banff trip sometime. Like, wouldn't that be cool?
A Banff trip?
A BAMF?
Like a Banff?
No, BANFF. Banff.
Banff?
Yeah, it's a national park in Canada. Have you guys never seen or heard about Banff?
Oh, you said no. I thought you said Banff, and I'm like,
well, I did say Banff.
Banff. That means
BANFF. Banff.
Banff.
No, stop.
Oh man!
Look up pictures of it and then decide if you want to go on a camping trip there sometime.
Search on.
Yeah. Okay. Like how camping is camping? Are we talking like how campy are we talking about?
We will accommodate to you, Will. We will accommodate to your needs and whinings. Okay.
We'll like I need we're going to be in a hotel. We have to have a meal break every 3 hours.
I got a Cliff Bar in my back pocket for you.
Please stop.
Man, I mean,
I can't take this.
An outlet for my Switch.
Can you go all day without eating? Like, if you woke up in the morning and didn't eat, could you go to like 7 p.m. without eating?
That's funny.
Could you do it? Could you go from if you woke up at 7 a.m. and you went to work? Could you work all day and not eat till like 7 p.m.?
Probably, yeah.
He could do it, but like everyone would hear about it.
Dude? Hey, okay. I have been complaining less over the years, less and less. I think I think I've been getting better. I
Yeah.
think.
You have.
I hope so.
It's
But
it comes with age. Right?
It comes with age. Yeah.
When
Like,
you're Mick and I's age,
getting-
you'll be.
shut up. Colby's not here for me to look at, and then he looks at me, and we're just super annoyed. But yeah, rip Colby, by the way.
Yeah, can't believe what happened
rip
to him.
It's really tragic that he died from that stomach flu 2 days after he got to Boise.
Oh,
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, fake news. He'll be on soon. I hope. Or we
Will
may
he?
we may never hear from him again. Who knows?
Probably already
I told him what mic and stuff to buy, and he has not done that yet.
Yeah, he's not gonna buy it.
Oh, okay.
He won't buy it.
Well, if you listen to the show and want to be on as a guest, let us know, and
Yeah,
we'll have
email
you
us
on.
at what
Doesn't
is it?
cost
Dave?
that much,
What's
really.
the email?
pretty affordable. to be on the
Hosts
show.
at Hotkeys Podcast.
Yeah, that one. So yeah, we'll be checking inboxes semi regularly. So thank you.
Yeah, send us your resume.
What? Anyway, what's next?
Let's find
Oh,
out.
We've been watching a lot of stuff. I've got a lot of stuff that So last night, Landon, Michael, and I all walked on down to
Oliver
the
was
local
there
theater.
too.
Yeah, Oliver was there too. We
Didn't
all
he
walked
only,
on down to the
didn't he
theater.
only commit to going after other people said they were going? And then he was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I'll go. Because enough people
Yeah.
are going.
Yeah,
What a true
he
friend.
had his FOMO kicked in or whatever.
Yep.
Anyway, four of us went to.
You know what? No, we're not done. He also so in the plans I was like, let's maybe go to Sherry's afterwards. The movie started at like 9:15, so with trailers it really started at like 9:40.
Yeah.
So we didn't get out of the movie till like close to midnight.
Yeah.
But I was like, let's we haven't gone out late for a long time. I feel like
It
as
was a
friend.
Friday night.
We hadn't done late night Sherry's in like forever.
Yeah, so I'm like, let's go.
It was needed.
Yeah,
It
let's
was
go
needed.
let's go get a slice of pie or a milkshake or
A lemonade.
or something. And Oliver was like, well, I can't stay up as late as I used to. I'm like, oh, okay, man. Like you used to stay up till like 3 a.m. for years, and then like you get like a job, and now you like have to go to bed at like a responsible time. Like, I'm sorry, it just rubbed me the wrong way. But he went. He did go.
He's acting like he's Landon and my age. But,
Yeah, but he's not.
he's not.
He's just not.
He's just a fraud. He's pretending.
So Nope. Nope was a good movie.
It was
Who
good.
had pie at Sherry's?
I had pie.
I had pie.
Everybody but me had pie because I ordered I was gonna do a milkshake. Then
I was
Michael
too.
Michael tried to order the milkshake. Oh nope, sorry, our ice cream machine is broken. Okay,
Probably
all right.
probably the last 4 or 5 times we've been there. It's always like, oh, I'm sorry, no ice cream, no milkshake. Sorry.
Yeah, kind
So
of.
it's been broken for years.
It was
and they
annoying,
just-
but that's okay, right? Because they have lemonades, right? Lemonades are like the second best thing to milkshakes when you're ordering at 1 a.m.
That's not a comp. Like lemonade milkshake's not a comp. Like I've never heard someone be like, I'm either gonna get a milkshake or a lemonade.
What? I
Are
do
you
that all
talking
the
about
time.
specifically at Sherry's, or are you just saying like
At Sherry's.
late night? I don't know if I've ever got.
I
a
think you
lemonade
meant
at
for
Sherry's.
like just a rule in life.
I don't know. I didn't mean it in any way specific way. But anyway,
What type of lemonade?
they were out of lemonade. They were literally out of lemonade. How are you out of both ice cream and lemonade?
What
'Cause
did
it's
they
Sherry's.
have? Did they have pie?
Pie.
Nope,
had
we're out of pie.
Not all the flavors.
They had a box of 12 starving crazed weasels, and we said, "Okay,
Oh, okay,
we'll
I'll take that.
My slice of pie was really good.
Do you want to sing the rest of the song?
No, it's like 11 minutes,
Okay.
but I could. Yeah, I had a Dutch apple pie. It was good.
I had nothing.
Yeah, you're so frustrated with the no lemonade. or
Well,
milkshake,
here's the
you're
thing.
like, nothing.
She didn't even ask me if I wanted anything else. I was just like,
She totally did. Yeah, she asked you if you wanted anything else.
What? No, she
Yeah.
didn't.
She
She's
said,
like-
"Yeah."
she's like, "You wanna buy
After
anything
they said no to the lemonade, she's like, "Do you want anything else?" You're like, "No."
I don't remember that.
You totally did. You were like, no. I think
You
I'm
were
good.
so pissed
You're
off
like, I think
that
I'm
your
good.
memory
Yeah.
was a little goofy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Will was like, no, I'm good. And then just
What?
sat there, had nothing. Like,
Yeah, you don't remember that?
you don't remember that?
No.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, we're out on lemonade. Can I get you like anything else? You're like, no, I think I'm good. And she's like, okay.
I
think
like
I just
how
took
in
the-
Will's memory, she didn't ask. So Will's events is that she asked, "What do you want?" And he said, "I'll take a lemonade." And she said, "We don't have that." And then like moved on to Mick and said, "What do you want?"
No, like she had to go back and check. So she's like, "Oh, let me check really quick. I'll be right back." And she's like, "Oh no, sorry, we're out of lemonade." And I was like, "Oh, all right, that's fine." And she's like, "No, she didn't. She offered an orange juice she offered an orange juice with strawberries. And I said, no, I'm good. And she's like, oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. And then she walked away. She didn't ask me if I wanted anything else. She offered me an orange juiced strawberry drink.
That sounds
good.
And
I didn't
It actually
want that,
sounded good.
so.
It actually sounded good when she.
I don't know. I'm not. I don't know. I wasn't ready.
A lemonade
to
seems like a
risk it
weird
all.
thing to have at 1 in the morning.
Yeah. I thought
I wasn't ready to make that giant leap in life. I'm not as old as Mick and Landon.
It's a big commitment. It's a big commitment to have orange juice.
You're not ready for that type of commitment?
No, I'm scared of commitment,
So
actually.
you broke up and never saw each other again?
But that's just the way things go.
Oh, my God. There's not enough syllables.
Yeah.
Well,
So anyway, I open the box and they immediately latch onto my face, start biting me all over.
They're going nuts.
Tear me apart. Landon has no clue what's going on.
Oh, I know it. I know the song.
All
It's
right.
not a song, Landon. It's a masterpiece.
Oh, okay.
Can we talk about actually the movie? Nope.
Oh, yeah. Nope.
Nope. Good film.
Good film. I would say it's the weakest of Jordan Peele's 3 movies,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
What's the trilogy called?
I don't think it's called.
Get Us Nope.
That's good.
Is that good?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
You thought it
So
was
do you
the
like the
weakest of the 3? I've
Yes,
only
I thought
seen
it was the weakest of the 3.
Get Out.
I think, Dave, you would like Us. So for me,
I do wanna see Us.
I think I like Get Out the most, and then Us, and then Nope, personally.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, same.
But you haven't seen Get Out or Us.
Nope.
Anyway, regarding actually Nope, I thought it was really well done in some parts, but I think I expected more from the story, and I expected more mystery,
Yeah.
more out there. The story was actually pretty grounded for the most part. I thought it was you don't really know what's going on at first, but the actual what is going on is extremely simple.
Yeah. I liked it a lot. Yeah. I thought there was just a few. I would have probably taken a couple different turns.
Yeah.
Story.
David, are you going to see it, or can you talk about spoilers?
You can talk about it.
Is it too scary for you, Dave?
Nope.
I was very proud of Mick for going to see it.
Yeah, he really took a step in the right direction.
How much did he
with his
cry during
fear.
the movie?
Not at all.
Not,
He only
not that
he
you
only
knew.
sobbed he only sobbed a few times from what I could hear.
So yeah, so for those that don't know about the movie, it's about essentially these characters that own a
Horse ranch.
stunt ranch, kind of for horses for Hollywood,
yep.
movies. And I don't think it's really. I mean, I guess we'll kind of go semi-spoilerish. The opening of the movie is Keith David plays the main character's dad, and they're on the horse ranch. They're talking about a new movie they're going to get to maybe be a part of. That's would be a big deal for them. And then just out of nowhere, from the sky, little items start kind of flying down at high velocity, and this nickel.
You just hear.
Yeah, and this nickel flies through his dad's head and kills him.
Oh.
Yeah, it goes right in his eye.
Yeah, and he
goes
bleeds
into
to
his
death.
brain.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that's I really like Keith David and his voice. So
Yes.
the fact that he's out of the movie from the very beginning is kind of a bummer.
I know.
He
yeah,
He's in a
shows
few
up a
scenes.
few
He has an
times.
amazing voice.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, he's in a billion video games, so.
yeah.
He's
And he's Gus's dad.
that is true. Forgot about that.
One of his dads. There's a recast.
Oh, he didn't have 2 dads.
No.
Anyway, anyway, he's in a few more scenes because it flashes back a bit for a few scenes, but yeah, overall he's not in the movie very much.
Yeah, so it's basically the son has now taken over the farm, and it's or the ranch, and it's kind of failing. It seems without his dad's direction. Maybe it was already failing beforehand too, but they're kind of being they're having to sell their horses to try to keep the place afloat. And
I think it shows both the characters having flaws, them not being able to each individually contribute to the business in a good way, where they're both kind of a liability, where the brother is kind of not good with people.
yeah,
And the sister is complacent about the actual business and she doesn't really care about actually helping the business.
yep,
So that kind of combination leads them to have to sell their horses to this local kind of this guy that runs a theme park almost. That's
Yeah, it's
based
like a
on one of the
wild-
shows that he had as a kid.
yeah. It's kind of a wild, yeah.
It's kind of a wild
Steven
west.
Yeun is his last. I think
Yeah.
I always mispronounce.
I think it's Ewan.
Steven Yeun.
Is he the voice of the
like-
main character in Invincible?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
He's also
Glenn from The Walking Dead.
I'll find you,
Yes.
Maggie.
Such a messed up scene to like laugh at, but like it's so comical on the show. Like, he plays like a former child actor who now like runs this like Wild West theme park based off of like his movie that made him famous
Right.
as a kid. So they're selling the horses to him to kind of float the ranch.
They're just like right next door.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, I mean, acres away. But
Yeah.
it's like the ranch acres away.
And the movie like kind of toys with like this child actor, Steven Yeun's character, like was part of a TV show when he was a kid with like it was like a sitcom with a monkey. Wasn't it called like Gordy? It was called Gordy, right, or something?
Yeah.
The show like
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, the chimp was Gordy.
yeah, and like the show was ended like tragically after like the chimp went nuts and like killed a couple of people on set. And like that's how the movie opens is like showing
The chimp beating like a couple of the actors to death, basically.
yeah. And so it's like toying with this like weird thing, like it keeps showing flashbacks to him on set as a young kid, and then all these weird things are happening on the ranch, like animals are disappearing,
There's power outages and
their cell phones cut out,
Like cameras cut out, like yeah, that kind of stuff.
and then it kind of just becomes kind of a what would you say like a UFO type movie.
Yeah.
Essentially, like they're trying to he sees the UFO one night. And he was like, okay, well, like the sister decides, well, this is a great chance for us to become famous or something. If we can catch it on film,
Yeah.
we can sell it and become, we can save the ranch or whatever.
And to clarify, like it is about aliens, right? Where this UFO comes in and it turns out that it's like sucking things up.
Yep,
Right.
it's taking
so
things, yeah.
it's taking things and it's at first it's taking objects and it's taking like horses. I believe at first.
Yeah.
And then and then as it progresses, you kind of find out more about what this UFO is, why it's taking things.
And how it does, and it's like techniques and it's like patterns and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
And so, although there's a lot of mystery in that kind of story, the answers are super simple, right? The mystery of, oh, what does it do? Or how does it do it? Or what is it?
Why is it doing?
Why is it doing it? Is the answers are so, they're like, you can answer it in one line, right? Where if you were to write it on paper, I can give you a 10-word answer on why each of those questions can be answered.
So would you say like
And
that
I
portion
think-
of the movie it wasn't satisfying, or it was like there wasn't enough into it that like made it, I guess, as interesting as it could be?
I would say that is accurate. I think that's the main weakness of this film is that each of those questions can be answered with like one line on a Word document.
yeah. I guess I think it was just the potential of like could have been so much better.
Yes.
Like it could have been so much creepier. It could have been way more unsettling. Like it was,
Yeah.
but like I felt like it could have been just a lot more. Like they had all the pieces there.
Yeah.
Especially the stuff with Steven Yeun's
Yes.
character, I felt like was so
'Cause-
underutilized. like
It's a bit more heavy spoilers, right? Steven Yeun's character, the only thing that Gordy has to do with the entire overarching plot line is the motivation that Steven Yeun's character has in what the character does. And what the character does isn't super of consequence either, right? I feel like without his character, the same events would have happened
Yeah,
in
you,
the
you
film.
can remove all the scenes of like the sitcom and basically him as a character, and the movie would be roughly the same.
Right. Like, I think they tried to do it that way where Steven Yeun's character is some sort of catalyst for what happens going forward, but it didn't communicate it very clearly, or it didn't do it in a way that was very active, right? It was more of a passive, like,
yeah.
connection.
Yeah.
So I think that's my main complaint with the movie is that I think I just expected more than simplicity. And there's nothing wrong with simplicity. It's just that his other two movies kind of set the expectation for something more complex.
Well,
something more than just a supernatural entity. It's a like there was like in Get Out and Us, there was this also supernatural process,
Yeah.
right?
And
Right.
us just had that unnerving. Like it was a very unnerving movie. Like
What
you know,
you're
like
des-
I mean, it was creep.
What you're describing kind of makes me think of Crimson Peak. I don't know if you saw that, Will, or Mick, but Landon and I saw that movie together. And it was a movie that, like, it seemed like it had a lot of potential. It was like a scary, kind of creepy movie. But when it came down to like what the real like mystery or problem was, it was really unsatisfying. It made me not like the movie very much, but it sounds like you guys like this movie at least more than I liked Crimson Peak.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Was Crimson
It's
Peak,
better than
Landon? Was it like more of a disappointment than Nope in that regard?
Yeah, because Crimson Peak just ended up being like, I feel like it was like not a fun movie to watch. Like this was still a very fun movie. It moved at a very quick pace. It didn't,
characters
it didn't
were
drag. The
likable.
characters were all fun. It was funny. There was a lot of like, for a movie that's like pretty like kind of creepy and stuff. There's a lot of like good humor in it that didn't feel super forced. There's like a guy that works at Fry's, like kind of like a Best Buy type place. It's like he's like a tech
Angel.
Yeah, his character was great. He was super funny and likable. Like
a lot of minor characters that you think would be super minor characters turn out to have like more important roles, and I think that is like that's a good idea to have like, oh, this background character that we have that you have a couple lines from will show up later and be a little important.
Yeah, I felt like I was rooting for them to succeed the entire movie. Like so, yeah, it was good. I'd probably give it like a 6.5. I think. But it had the potential to be like an 8 or 9.
Well, yeah, just the idea of the movie, it really lends itself to like a more mystery, like figuring stuff out, and all the answers are there kind of halfway through the movie.
Yep.
And then it kind of changes into like a different type of movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was still enjoyable. It just
There's some really good visuals. The sound.
design was
really
sound design was like, I think they knocked it out of the park. That was one of the best parts of the movie.
So, like in my mind, something that I've been trying not to compare it to, but I can't help to, is the movie Signs. Has anybody seen
There's
Signs?
a lot of similarities.
I have never seen
A
Signs.
lot of similarities to Signs, and I think Signs almost has a leg up on Nope in a few ways. I think Nope does a lot of things better than Signs in some ways, but I also think that Signs, I think, has a stronger story, despite... Because in Signs, there's two things going on, right? There's what's the problem, what is happening, but not only that, but it also has this question, like this almost philosophical question going on in the background. And not every movie needs that. It's just that I appreciate that because of the simplicity, because Nope only had what is going on in the background. Like, I was actually a little surprised that there wasn't more commentary on anything in the movie. It didn't feel like it was actually overtly or subvertly saying anything about like anything like philosophically or politically or anything.
There was a little bit.
It was a tiny bit, but that's about it, right? Where I just missed
I've heard people describe it as like analogy for what Hollywood is like, how it doesn't really truly care about the people that work in Hollywood, that they'll use them and then spit them up when they're done with them and just not care about them.
Oh, interesting.
I could see that, yeah.
Yeah, that actually probably... Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So I would have to watch the movie again, which I think a lot of us have said that we want to watch it again.
I probably won't watch it again. I'll probably just watch like explain videos and like reviews on stuff.
Yeah, and maybe I'm not giving it enough credit in that department, but I don't know. I felt like a lot of the mystery was very basic. So
I would still recommend seeing it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Like it's a lot different than anything you would.
It's probably a better time than Jurassic World Dominion. Just like just a shot in the dark. You know,
everything.
And I might be going low, giving it a 6.5, but I'm just trying not to score movies as high as I used to. I feel like
that's pretty low for you.
I've heard too that watching this in IMAX is amazing because of like all the just sky shots and everything. Like, and it was shot on IMAX too. So
that's awesome.
If you do have the opportunity, I would suggest doing that.
Maybe I give it a 7
because the visuals were like really fun.
Yeah.
Landon's like, I can either raise the rating of this movie or go back to every other single movie I've ever rated and knock them down.
Yeah. I really liked it. Good acting, good setting. I liked it. It was just like out in this like ranch. Essentially, it was like where 90% of the film took place.
For something like so spectacular, like the setting itself was like pretty low.
And it's a small cast. I mean, really only
just a handful of
like 4,
characters.
like maybe 6 characters of note.
5, I would say.
You counting Gordy?
6. Sorry, my bad. 6.
Don't forget about Gordy.
Don't, because
Gordy's my favorite. Gordy's my favorite character.
It's insane. I hated it when he like looked into the camera.
I was like, oh no.
Well, I hated it when he looked into the camera. And then when I got the context of that, I hated it more.
Yeah.
like,
oh, that's why he's. looking over there.
Wait, was Gordy the chimp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that scene's pretty brutal. That's the scariest.
I think that's the best scene, like horror-wise, in the whole entire.
Yeah.
It's the Oprah shot.
Yeah.
Anyway, great movie. I like Nope. I would give it probably, oh gosh, I don't know, some arbitrary 7 out of 10.
Why does it have to be arbitrary?
I mean, it is arbitrary.
Why can't it be saucy?
What about personal? It's a personal 7.5, I would say. Anyway, we've all been watching other stuff too. We've kind of been watching kind of.
I've been trying to watch like
various
some
things.
more movies lately because I have like a huge backlog of stuff that I've been wanting to see. So I've been getting
Yeah.
movies from the library, just DVDs, and then watching.
You've been watching quite a few movies on your own. Like I had I, Tanya. You watched that, right?
Yeah, have any of you seen that? Or I mean, you guys know about like the Tanya Harding story, right?
Yeah, I've heard it was a very big mover for Academy Awards when it came out. I think, if I remember correctly.
Ooh. Another Weird Al
Another
song.
Weird Al song. Have you not heard that one, Will?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty funny.
It's headline news.
Clubbed her in the kneecaps.
All right.
Yeah, I Tanya. It was kind of like an adaptation of, I guess, these like documentary style interviews that were done of people that were like involved with that. So like they were based off of interviews done directly of like Tanya Harding and her husband at the time and her mother and like the guy who orchestrated it, like the guy who hired the people that clubbed her in the knees. But the movie's interesting because it's kind of more like trying to tell the movie from Tanya Harding's perspective instead of, I guess, everything else that we hear like the Nancy Kerrigan stuff. But I guess she's always said that she still maintains innocence, that she didn't know about like
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
that she didn't know
Good for you.
and that she didn't orchestrate
Good for you,
the clubbing.
Tanya.
But you can watch the movie for yourself. But there's like kind of like a thing at the beginning of the movie that's basically saying like this is kind of based off of these interviews. This isn't necessarily what really happened or what like.
Does it make her look innocent in the movie then?
Kind of. It makes her like the movie tries to portray her kind of as like this victim of like abuse throughout her whole life or something, and then she gets caught up in this like plot to like do like a fake death threat to Nancy Kerrigan that some guy takes too far and hires to club Nancy Kerrigan's kneecap and everything.
Dang.
Interesting thing, that event when she got clubbed happened on the day Brianna was born. So in case you forget one date or the other, now you can remember.
But you didn't say the date. So
Well, yeah, you have to find out yourself.
Nah.
But
How am I going to Google Brianna's birthday on?
I thought it was an interesting movie. What's his name? Who's the guy that plays Bucky in?
Sebastian Stan.
Yeah, Sebastian Stan. He plays Tanya Harding's husband in the movie. And he's kind of like this weird, like kind of unassuming guy who's like actually like really violent. So it's kind of weird to see him in a role where he's
I could see him playing that.
where he's extremely
He plays like
evil.
a serial killer in a movie I watched a little while ago.
Is that the one with Tom Holland?
No. He's in that movie too. He's not the serial killer though.
Oh, is he the cop or something?
Yeah, he's like the corrupt cop.
Okay.
He plays a serial killer type, or kind of like that in this movie, Fresh, a Hulu original movie. It's a good movie.
There's a lot of Hulu original stuff nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's like some of it looks really good.
Fresh is good. It's fun.
There's a Hulu original series that I wanted to watch. It's with Andrew Garfield. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh,
Weren't we just
Under the
talking
Banner
about
of Heaven or something?
Yeah, I think we were talking about this already. We might have mentioned this on the podcast already.
this? I don't. Sounds familiar.
It's something about. It's like some thriller with
I just watched an Andrew Garfield movie the other night called Under the Silver Lake.
Amazing Spider-Man 2. Oh,
It's called Under the Silver Lake. It's like a kind of like a neo-noir mystery film, but he's kind of this like slacker guy in East LA near Silver Lake, and he's like he's basically like about to get kicked out of his apartment, and he's kind of like this creepy guy, so like he's spying on this woman in a pool, and he kind of like falls for her, but then she disappears, and so the movie is him basically trying to track down this woman.
Stalking her?
No, he wasn't stalking her. Like he ends up talking to her, and like they have like chemistry and everything. But she disappears, and
That's so sweet.
and the movie is him basically like trying to track this stuff down. But throughout the course of the movie, like he's finding like discovering all these conspiracies that are like wrapped up in music and pop culture and things. And it's like kind of a really trippy movie, but it's very like mysterious. It takes a lot of cues from like actual film noir movies in a lot of its tone and music in particular. It was really interesting. I would recommend it if those kind of movies interest you, but it's kind of long though too. So
How long?
yeah, it's like 2.5 hours or something.
Oh wow, what a long movie! Yeah.
Did you like it?
I did like it. It was weird though, but when I was watching it, I was like, this reminds me of movies that I watched in certain classes in film school. It felt very much like a film school kind of movie, which I know that's kind of a turn off for some people, but
Yeah, that sounds like. Okay.
but Landon actually likes a lot of these kind of movies. I think Landon would be into this movie. But I just got it from the library, Landon. You could probably check it out from your local library too.
Ooh, yeah.
Landon doesn't support like government institutions.
Landon's like, you know what? Yeah, I don't support the library. I'll support Amazon and rent it on there instead.
Yeah.
Got to give them their 30% cut.
Yeah, small company Amazon.
It's just a small book. It's just a bookstore. Support your local bookstore.
Exactly.
Does local mean that they're everywhere?
I mean, if it's in my town, it's local, right?
That is true. Hard to argue about that.
Yeah, you know, those local giant warehouses that are all over the country.
And the where they treat you like human garbage and a cog in the machine.
No.
Exactly.
Jeff Bezos loves and respects each one of his employees, which is why he doesn't want any of them to
totally.
be unionized. You know, they don't need that.
There's some other movies on here that kind of the Dave and Landon combo. We can quickly touch on them. The Witch and Ready or Not, two different kind of horror movies, but different, very different flavors.
Well, Landon brought up Ready or Not. It was either last week or the week before, and I was at the library and I saw the movie there, so I grabbed it and watched it. But
What did you think?
I thought it was really funny. I mean, it's kind of like a horror slasher film, but it very much also is like comedic.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the premise itself is kind of like really weird and everything, but I thought some of the acting was a little weird. Like I think some of the writing too. I don't know if it was maybe just the concept is like it's so high concept or something that I think maybe it's missing a little bit of polish. But like I think for the ending of the film, like it makes the whole film worth it just because the last
the ending
5
awesome.
Minutes is so
the ending is great.
crazy.
Yeah, the ending's great.
But yeah, it's very crazy movie, very violent. But
please, I don't want to.
but it's very funny movie, very funny movie. Did you see that in theaters or where did you see that?
I think I watched it on HBO Max.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where I watched it.
Yeah, so it was a Landon recommendation from the show, so I checked it out. And then The Witch is a movie I've wanted to see for like years now because it's supposed to be like one of the better modern horror films, and I thought it was very good. It's like a New England style, like folklore horror movie. So it's like really creepy. They speak in kind of not old English, but it's not. I mean, there's lots of.
I think I watched it with subtitles because.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a necessity. I've heard though that the main actress is really good in it.
Yeah.
Who?
my God.
Who? I forgot who the. She
Anya
voiced
Taylor-Joy?
Sid the Sloth, right? And
Oh my gosh, no.
No, she did the mocap for Sid the Sloth.
That is
she and
not
John
nice.
Leguizamo,
Very mean.
she and John Leguizamo, they like switched off. Like, no, but the movie, it's like the movie starts out where it's this family. They have like 4 or 5 children or something. Yeah. It's like 4 or 5 children or something, but they're in this New England community, and they basically get kicked out because the father's views are he's like too much of a religious zealot, basically, like even too much for the Puritans. So they basically kick out their family from their settlement. So they have to move out of the town, and they establish their little homestead like out in the woods, and then creepy things start to happen very quickly to their family. So it's yeah.
I think there's only one flaw in that entire film.
What?
And they show early on. I think they actually show the witch like within like 10 minutes of the movie. I think.
You're sounding like Oliver.
No, I'm just saying like in the context of this movie. Though,
Oliver was complaining about the Nope movie that they showed the
UFO
UFO too much.
I'm complaining like in The Witch, like a lot of it is like the movie's built on like paranoia and like religious fervor, and a lot of it is them like questioning if like anything's actually happening. You know what I mean? Like, but the fact that they show the witch early on in the movie, like not like the character doesn't see, but they just show it, so you know that there's actually a witch out there.
I would say, yeah, the movie is less of a like a mystery film. You're not like trying to figure out as much what's trying to happen as like what is going to happen to these characters. Though, I mean, I think the movie does a good job too in that like it establishes that yes, there is this like evil entity that lives in the forest in the form of a witch, but also like as the movie unfolds, you're kind of like realizing that there is more to it. And I think maybe that's why they show you the witch early on, so they kind of like try to not necessarily fake you out, but like like kind of give you expectations of like this is what the problem is, and then you like as the story unfolds, you realize there's more going on here, and
I guess
what we were afraid of, we needed to be as an audience even more afraid.
The movie is that movie. There's the scene. I'm not gonna spoil the scene, but like I don't want to say, but like there's like it's towards the end of the movie. Like there's like one of the creepiest scenes I think in any movie I've ever seen. Like can you like dance around it so at least I know what scene you're talking about? When she's talking to
a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's very close to the end of the movie.
That part, I was like, oh my God.
I also thought this movie had some of the best child actors I have seen in a film. There's a son. He's probably like maybe 9 or 10 or something. And he has some like very intense scenes in the movie. And his acting was superb. And like, I don't know, he made like some specific scenes even more scary than I think they were intended to be.
Yeah.
The acting, and there's like little twins, like twin
they're
children.
so creepy.
They're creepy,
so
and
creepy.
their acting is great. I don't think Anya Taylor-Joy was a kid, but you know.
She's a witch. She's a witch.
But her acting also was very good.
Yes. Thank you for recognizing creepiness, David.
It basically just follows this family though. Like the dad is like very like devout, religious.
Yeah.
The mom is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's you should watch it, Will.
It's really good.
It's
I really want to see it.
It's up there with, I mean, Dave refuses to watch it, but it's up there with like Hereditary. It's like one of the better horror movies.
Hereditary is too much.
You really, Dave, why won't you watch Hereditary?
I read the synopsis on
it was too much for you.
So like I know the movie.
Is it too much then? Like,
It's maybe.
You should watch it, dude. Come on, man. That movie's
Landon is so Landon is like I watch so many Landon recommendations, but it's not enough for him. It's just not enough.
Well, like Hereditary is like if you trust
my number one
like recommendation. I feel like you trust my recommendations for the most part, right?
Yeah, for the most part.
And when I say Hereditary is like so good.
Yeah, but there are movies that we differ on. So you know,
do you not think you'd like it, or do you think it'd be too spooky?
No, I think it'd just be too disturbed. Like
it's
real life is disturbing enough that like sometimes I don't need to see like, you know, a motorcycle
The Witch is
driving
really disturbing
by
though.
and, you know, like a child's you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie's so messed. Oh my God, dude. I remember watching that in theaters with a friend of the show, Jordan. Oh.
He's never been the same.
Yeah.
And I also watched The Nice Guys. Which
yes, you did.
Which is a Shane Black movie that stars Ryan Gosling and the Gladiator.
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe.
I've Gladiator.
What? How do you not remember Russell Crowe's name?
Oh yeah, Zeus.
I'm invited to the orgy.
I really liked The Nice Guys.
It's awesome. That's
that
a
was
movie.
a movie. Like I had like heard like good stuff about it, but I did not think I was going to enjoy it as much as I did. I was laughing throughout most of that movie. There is the writing I thought was like almost perfect. The whole story overall, it was like right up my alley as like my kind of movie. So I think out of all these movies I saw, that one was like easily my favorite, and that's a movie that I like. Will watch that again because it was really funny. Like
I'd be down to watch that one again.
That was.
I want to see it, so we should watch it again for sure as a group.
Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe were so funny together. Like
yeah.
I love the scene when he's like, I gotta break your arm. He's like, no, please. He's like sitting there, he's like, no, come on.
Yep. Ryan Gosling plays a really good like wimp.
Yeah.
It's funny.
He's a great. I really
he's a
like
great
him as an
actor.
actor.
He's great in that
Be,
movie because he's
Ken in the Barbie movie.
wait. There's
He
a Barbie
looks so
movie?
funny. Like I've seen the screenshots of the Barbie movie.
He's got like bleached hair. and-
Yeah.
Is this a live action movie?
A live action Barbie
Margot
movie with
Robbie
Margot
as
Robbie and Ryan
Barbie.
Gosling.
Is it supposed to be like a PG movie or is it like a PG-13 movie?
Well,
It's gonna be
R.
apparently, according to
Hard
Ryan
R.
Gosling, that he read the script and he thought it was one of the best scripts he's ever read.
I'm assuming it's going to be a comedy, or
probably. Yeah.
is this marketed at all to children, or is it?
It's Barbie.
I don't know. Nobody really knows much about the movie.
Ryan Gosling's good though.
Will Ferrell plays the CEO of Mattel in this movie, so I'm guessing it's a comedy. Well, interesting. Didn't know that was going to be a thing.
Who else is in the Nice Guys? It's got the daughter from.
It has
Mayor
Betty
of
Bryant
Easttown.
from the most recent Star Wars Spider-Man movies. It has the daughter from The Leftovers.
Yeah, Margaret Qualley. Who does she play again in the film?
She plays like the girl that everyone's looking for in the movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Who else is in that? Oh,
Matt
Jimmy
Bomer's-
Simpson's in that movie.
Matt Bomer's in it.
Jimmy Simpson's in it?
No, he's in Under the Silver Lake. Never mind.
Oh, I was like Jimmy Simpson.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Keith
remember.
David's
I was
in
gonna,
it.
I was gonna tell you, Jimmy Simpson and Topher Grace
saw
are,
that.
are both in Under the Silver Lake, Landon.
Who is the other one?
Topher
Who?
Grace.
Jimmy Simpson. Oh, I'm Topher Grace. I don't really care for him that much.
Well, I was
Spider-Man 3, but like
I was more pointing out the Jimmy
Simpson. Like I'm pretty much if Jimmy Simpson's in something, I'll like probably watch.
You'll check it out, yeah.
Yeah.
No, Nice Guy's really
He's
funny.
like such
though.
an underrated actor.
Have you Mick or Will? Oh yeah, Mick, you saw it, and then Will, you haven't.
No, I haven't. I really want to see it though.
Yeah,
It's
Mick and
one
I
of
were
those
one of
movies.
the reasons that could have maybe the movie could have gotten a sequel because we went and saw it in theaters.
Yeah.
The rest of you guys didn't, so it probably isn't going to get a sequel.
Oh,
So,
Kim
what's it
Basinger,
on?
Keith David,
not-
and Matt Bomer. Yeah,
It looks like it's on Prime Video.
I think I own it.
Oh,
I
nice.
think I bought it.
yeah. Mick was really trying to. There probably won't be a sequel because of the box office.
The movie
but,
bombed. The movie bombed.
But the movie this could be like a Rush Hour 2 kind of style sequel that's like almost even better than the first movie. Like there's potential for like the pair up of Russell Crowe, Ryan Gosling playing these characters again. There's too much there. It's
It's
will
a
be
Shane
wasted,
Black film
unfortunately.
too.
yeah. I pointed that out.
Its budget was $50 million and it grossed $62 million. So
Did you see Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Michael? Also by Shane
I've
Black.
never. I've not seen.
That movie is also very
I
funny.
saw Iron Man 3.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer together. If you've seen that very old YouTube video of top 100 insults, I think there's a couple lines from this movie in that video.
Yeah, I remember.
If you like The Nice Guys, you would also like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. That movie is very funny.
What was he say? It's like
We can't repeat it on here. But
but you are. I'll just say that part.
But it has this very same feel. The writing feels very. I mean, they're both written by Shane Black also. So Landon, if you have not seen Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and you like The Nice Guys, check that out.
okay, Kiss.
Yeah.
Kiss. Bang bang.
Yes.
Oh, this movie's rated R, Dave. I can't watch rated R.
Okay.
But yeah, the final thing that we've all been watching, and I think most of us have been watching this, Umbrella Academy season 3 recently came out, and I'm on episode 4. Landon's on episode 5, and Dave, what episode are you on?
I finished it.
Oh, you finished it.
Yeah, I
I'm
watched
on
it a couple
episode
weeks
0.
ago.
Yeah. So what did you? What are we all thinking so far? Like spoilers up to episode 3, I guess, because I'm. And then
What
just
happened
in
at the
general.
end of that episode?
So I think 2 people got from the Sparrows got a little
Oh,
fried.
because some old guy walked in and
Yeah.
had his fit or whatever.
Yeah.
I was kind of bummed at that because I kind of thought those 2 characters were kind of funny.
Yeah. I was surprised. I'm surprised that they're killing off characters so quickly.
Though, I mean, I'm. This isn't a spoiler. This show is also kind of loosey goosey with characters can kind of die and come.
Yeah.
all the time travel stuff.
I was gonna say, aren't they in kind of like an alternate
Yeah,
timeline?
They are,
at
yeah.
this point. So yeah.
Where I think the characters have technically died already, all died already, twice. and then like time travel stuff happens, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
I can't remember
in the previous first two seasons, and then like I think there's one in season one, like at the end of season one, they fail and they have to jump to a different timeline or jump back in time to 1965, and then at the end of season two, 5 has to rewind time. I think, if I remember correctly.
I can't remember everything that happens.
So
there's so much that happens in that show.
I know.
It's like zany.
I really enjoy. So the best part about the show is like the tone of the show, in my opinion. Like a perfect example is like the start of episode 3, where like Luther is leaving Sloane's place and he's like dancing to a song and like buying things,
and people
'cause
are
he's
just like
so
disappearing,
happy.
right?
Yeah, and people are just disappearing around him because there's this catastrophic event, and he's like, for the most part, pretty fine. He's like, yeah, whatever, another time travel thing, kind of stuff. So
I like the opening of the first episode when like they're about to fight, but then like
the
trip and like they're playing Footloose.
They're Footloose, yeah.
I'm like, what is happening? And then
And
like
then you
defending
realize you're like,
defending
oh.
our honor, bro.
Yeah, I love like when they show Diego's face after that, and he's like, "What just happened?"
yeah, yeah.
And the spitting girl is like, "Yeah, that's right."
I think this season has the most. This season, so the weird thing about Umbrella Academy is every season I like characters and I dislike characters based on their arcs. Right? Season 1, I really liked. Like I liked Luther. I didn't like Diego. All that kind of like there are characters that. Or sorry, I liked Luther. I liked Diego. I didn't really like Klaus. Like 5 was okay in the first season. And then the second season, I really liked Klaus. I really liked 5. I didn't like Luther that much. I didn't like Diego that much. And then in the third season, I almost like all of them except maybe Allison. I don't like Allison this season.
She is kind of like painted almost as like a villain in this season, and that's not really a spoiler because at the beginning of the like she kind of like it's going on that she's like just really like kind of like not having any of it. So she's not technically a villain. I mean, there are some.
She's a bad person.
Things. Yeah, she's a bad person. That's like. And the justification that the show uses, I don't think is great because everyone is going through the same problem that she is.
No, but Dave, like her kid's not there.
No, stop. So there's some like there's some things that she does in the season that like I think are like really bad, like really awful.
Oh,
and
oh no,
and she becomes like. And I don't know if it's like intentional, but she becomes like an extremely unlikable character. Like if they intended,
I haven't even hit that yet.
So,
oh boy,
yeah, she's not like killing people, but I'm just saying like just keep watching. But
when
like, I'm saying like if you don't like her now, like you probably will continue to not like her this season.
I keep waiting for Pogo to show back up. I'm on episode 5, I haven't seen Pogo yet.
Spoilers. No,
I got
Dead, remember? Wait, he died.
I know,
right?
but like.
Didn't he?
He died, yeah, but like that's another timeline.
No. That time, like it's that one's set in stone. Like nothing else.
No,
will change.
I liked Baby Pogo in season 2. That was like
my profile picture on Netflix is Baby Pogo.
I think mine is too.
Yeah.
I liked Pogo a lot.
Are you changing it to
was,
Gordo or
Gordy?
Gordy?
That was like
Gordo?
that's my monkey fix. Like I'm like I've been watching Umbrella Academy, no Pogo, and I'm like watching Nope. I'm like monkey
Monkey fix?
your monkey fix. Oh gosh,
fist bump.
Landon Saucy monkey,
Yeah.
or his personal. But I really liked season 3. You guys should finish it so we can talk more.
No,
about
I will. Yeah.
Was it your favorite season out of the 3? Because so far this is my favorite season.
It might be. I think it would probably be between this one and season 1.
Yeah.
I thought
season 2 I didn't like as much.
I thought all the seasons were pretty good. I think
I need to rewatch it all because I have a hard time remembering. Like I can remember like a lot of the stuff, but like I said, there's so much that happens.
Will is right though. It's much easier to like certain characters in this season. Like Diego is he has kind of this like different effect where he's much more likable.
In season 2, he's just an insane person making stupid choices that you don't like.
Yeah.
In this season, he's an insane person making stupid choices that you kind of just relate with.
Well,
almost
his
so far.
interaction with is it Stan?
His kid.
Is it Stan or Sebastian or what's his name?
I can't remember.
Sebastian Stan?
Yeah, Sebastian.
Yeah. Yeah, like the chemistry between them as characters is really funny, and there's some funny things that happen later into the season with that too. But yeah, I would say most of the characters are easily likable. Like of the like the main children, save for Allison. But I like what they do because at the beginning of the season, you know, like you have other Ben, that is kind of like
just like a total douchebag.
Yeah, who has who has these weird interactions with the Umbrella Academy. So like there's really kind of great scenes with like how he interacts with them, and like that develops more as the season goes on too. So like, and it's funny because they're like, they see him and they're like, oh, we miss you, and he's like stop, like I'm not that Ben, like leave me alone. there's
like when Luther is at like they like kind of have him kidnapped or whatever. He's like, this place is awesome. He's like, wait, you guys do stuff together?
Luther's my favorite
really
character
funny in this. He's like, in this season, he's so like love struck that he has a hard time like focusing on anything else. So he does. I will say, like, he does feel like a little goofier than previous seasons.
Yes.
But I try to chalk that up mostly to like his first love. So, you know.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't.
Well, I meant like his first
healthy love.
Healthy reciprocal love.
Yeah.
Not like weird infatuation with a quasi sister. So yeah. So anyway, season 3, I really liked. You guys should finish it so we can.
Yeah. How many episodes is it? 8 or 10?
10.
Oh, sweet.
I think every season is 10 episodes.
Yeah, because I'm on episode.
So it's a
6,
long series. You know, it's not one of those 7 or 8s like all other TV shows are.
Extra. There's a little bit of filler.
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
But Mick, you should check it out whenever you get the chance. You know, I'm sure.
Yeah,
we'll get there someday.
What are you watching then? What have you been watching?
I actually just finished, or I don't know if I finished. I might have 1 more or 2 more episodes of a documentary series called Light and Magic on Disney Plus. It's kind of the origins of ILM.
Okay.
And it's really interesting. It just goes through basically like almost movie by movie of like what their start was and how they've grown. And it's interesting when they kind of talk about the beginnings of digital and how there was some clashing and stuff. And yeah, it's just cool like seeing the technology that they've developed and how they've done like certain shots. And
I did see like the advertisement for that. It seemed pretty interesting.
Yeah, I definitely recommend checking it out.
What is it, like Mike?
Magic Mike.
Well, we'll go like Mike. Boy. 2002. When a hoops-loving teen finds a mysterious pair of old sneakers, he makes the leap to stardom.
It's not like Mike.
What is it? Like magic?
Light and magic. Industrial, because it's about industrial light and magic.
They said like magic, and I'm like, what? Light and magic. Oh, Mike. Here it is.
I haven't thought of like Mike for so long.
Oh, this is pretty cool. 6-episode series. Nice.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
Came out this year too.
Yeah,
EV14 too.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, is there anything else you guys would like to talk about before we wrap things up for the day?
I want to go get something to eat.
I am pretty hungry.
Were you guys hungry watching me eat breakfast?
Yes. I was like, oh, those are some dang good looking eggs.
I've made breakfast for you guys before.
Not today.
Who are you, Colby? I paid for one before.
I never have to pay.
No, I've made breakfast for you guys numerous times.
So why not this time?
Well, I didn't I'm going to be honest. I did not think you guys were going to show up on time. That's why I just made it for myself. I was like, for some reason, I was like, we were out till like 2 a.m. and I was like, there's just no way Will makes it on time.
I was like 7 minutes late, so I wasn't on time.
I know, but like, I didn't think you were gonna. Like, I thought like at 10:15, I was gonna get the text like, hey, I just woke up.
I thought you just normally made like 30 pieces of bacon like for you all the time.
Oh, breakfast. A massive bacon boy, just making bacon.
What?
Massive bacon boy. Making
massive bacon boy Landon making bacon.
Dang. Well, thank you for listening, everybody.
Yeah, thanks all everybody. What?
No.
What
you have
Will said last night?
Say?
No,
Will said about
something I can't remember.
What did I say?
It got brought up last night, and no, I can't remember.
Was it a saucy take from Will?
Will said something about what he likes to do to his straws. I remember he said that.
Oh, yeah. Let's not talk about that.
What do you do to your straws? Will's like, I got to wrap this show up.
Yep. Goodbye, everybody.
Will has a straw finish.
No, that's not it.
Saucy straw.
I just like
I think we should stop.
Let's wrap it up.
I think we should.
You know,
stop.
that's a teaser for next week. If you want to learn what Wil does to straws, like tune in next week. Everybody.
Yeah, that's our Patreon level.
Yep, $50 a month.
Our special straw.
You get
centric
video of Anyway,
okay, goodbye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Anyway, Dave, I deep throat straws.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Hotkeys podcast. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Castbox, YouTube, and other podcasting platforms. Visit our website, www.hotkeyspodcast.com. Follow us on Twitter at Hotkeys Podcast and join our Facebook group at facebook.com/HKHotkeys. Please like and review us and subscribe to the show on whichever platforms you use. Finally, you can contact us via email at hosts@hotkeyspodcast.com.